How you doing, Manginas? Tanky Talda here, bringing you guys Domination on Raid. And this gameplay is the top 10 reasons to buy Call of Duty Ghosts. And I wrote an article on this on GameandTrain.com just last week. I'm an author for them, and I usually write an article once a week, mostly about Call of Duty, but I kind of switch it up sometimes and try to write some comedy articles as well. So anyways, link is in the description to that if you want to read that. But let's get started. Call of Duty seems like this game that people just love to hate or just love to love. You know, you either love or hate it. A lot of people are just like, it's okay, you know. Usually have a pretty strong opinion about this game. And a lot of people go through this cycle. The Call of Duty cycle is really what it is. And what happens is, for instance, we'll take Call of Duty Ghosts, for example. This game now, the trailers are out, right? So people are like, man, this game looks cool, it's going to be fun. The other half of people are like, you know what, I'm not even going to buy this game. This game's going to suck. I played the last Call of Duties. They were horrible. They were just the worst, and I hate this game. I'm never going to play it. Those same people, most of them, not all of them, obviously, are going to be the ones that buy it the first week or so and are going to be loving it the first couple months. It's just what happens. When you buy a new Call of Duty, you think it's a great Call of Duty the first few months because it's new and it's fun and it's awesome. There's new game modes, new guns, new maps, and shit like that. And then after a few months, it just starts getting old. You're like, oh, man, you know, it's like kind of getting boring. I'm just going to kind of mix up my games. And then after a while, a couple months after that, this is probably like 8 or 9 months into the game, maybe a little less than that, probably like 6 to 9 months. You're just going to be like, fuck this game, it's horrible, I hate this, I don't want to play this ever again. And you start playing other Call of Duties, and then you go like, man, maybe this Call of Duty wasn't so bad. But then you realize it was after a few weeks. So basically, that's just the Call of Duty cycle, it just happens. And it's just because when you play multiplayer over and over again, and if you don't switch up your game modes, if you just play TDM for hours upon hours, yeah, you're probably going to get bored of it. It's just what happens. You get bored of a game. It's not like this game is going to keep you interested forever, ever. But it's just what happens. Just normal Call of Duty cycle. So any reason, let's get into reason number one. You should buy this game, and your friends will have this game. I would say about 70% of my friends list will buy this game and playing it on the first night, which means I have people to play with. And this game, Call of Duty in general, is just a lot more fun playing with friends, using teamwork, different game modes, depending on the competitiveness that you want to play it as. It's just a good time, you know. When you're playing by yourself, it just depends on who your friends are too. Like, it's fun to play by yourself as well, but I like to just join a team and I like to just beat the other team. I guess I'm gonna try hard, so it's just fun having a good team and you have a better chance of winning in general. And like I said, it's just fun to have your friends around, like for any reason, not even just for gaming. Reason number two, it's the first next-gen console Call of Duty, and some people will argue that's not, considering it's still going to be released on the current gen. The reason it's in next gen is because they're actually basing most of this game on the next gen. From what I heard, obviously I don't know because I haven't played the game, but what I was told is that it's a new engine, it's gonna have new looks. They kind of catered a little bit more towards the next gen console, so it's actually going to make the current gen console even better. But at the same time, it's obviously going to be different. It's going to be better graphics, and I don't care it. Don't fucking compare it to Battlefield 4. They're two separate games. They're both fun in their own right. So that's what's basically it's become. I think it used to be like Halo versus Call of Duty, which were totally different. Battlefield, I understand, it's a war simulator. Really, is what you have to call Battlefield. And both are fun, dude. I like both games. I'm probably going to have both games. I don't get why it has to be a competition that people like to make it to. And I'm sure people are just not even going to get to this far in the video. They're going to comment like, Battlefield 4 is the reason I'm not getting Call of Duty. It's like, why can't you have both? They're both fucking video games. They're both different, which you're clearly explaining. So, you know, obviously you're not buying Call of Duty for the realism aspect of it. You're buying it for the fun, the arcadeness, the chaoticness. Let's go to number three. Reason number three, customization. It's probably going to be the most customized game available for like creating your player and creating a class. Just creating your person the way they look alone, I have read that there's 20,000 different possibilities. Whether you can change your face, you can change whether it's a male or female, change what they wear and shit like that. And I think it's pretty cool. It's the first time they've ever kind of done that. And it's kind of like creating a player in like a NBA game or a Madden game. I like that aspect a lot because you're not going to see the same twins on each team. You know, you're not playing a full team of bald people with like glasses or the same full team people from like the Middle East, you know. So it's going to be a little more customization. I think that aspect's pretty cool about it. Plus, for myself, I do like to customize, make my own stuff, and on top of that, with the new, they had the 10 perk, what was it, 10 perk system this year? 10 point system was on Black Ops 2. They kind of altered it and make it better now. It's going to be up to like 7 or 11 points, depending if you use the secondary, I believe. And at that point, not every perk is going to be worth 1 point. Some are going to be worth more, depending on the ability of the perk. If it's a stronger perk, such as Ghost or Flak Jacket, I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit more than other stuff, like I don't know what else they have for perks. I haven't really completely looked into that because I was kind of like to wait for the game for the perk systems. New guns and kill streaks. I have read about this though. There's obviously new guns in every Call of Duty. Some are going to be redone, they're going to be like another FAMAS, you know what I mean? It's going to be a newer version of FAMAS, which is fine. But most of the time, it's just a new gun, and it's kind of like getting a roster update for a sports video game. Like, for instance, I would argue Madden is more like the last year version than Call of Duty normally is, Like, Madden 12 is so similar to Madden 13, which is similar to Madden 14, more than Call of Duty like Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops to, to this Call of Duty Ghosts. It's going to be different. But when it comes to guns and kill streaks, it's kind of like a roster update, having the newer current version. And I like that. Like, I buy NHL every year, and I love the roster updates. So that's why I like having them up the new system. And this year just alone, the kill streaks actually, I heard there's going to be 20 all new kill streaks. They're not going to be just a different name for UAV. It's not going to be from a spy plane to a UAV. From what I read, it's going to be 20 all new kill streaks for you to use. So I think that's a ton of fun. I think that's the most they've ever had for new kill streaks in general. A lot of times they just reuse the same ones, which also means it's probably going to be a ton of selections for kill streaks, which is also very good, and it comes with the customization part. Reason number 5, it is not Modern Warfare or Black Ops sequel. It is a new series. It's Call of Duty Ghosts. And while some might argue, I believe the character in the campaign is actually from the Modern Warfare series. It's not Modern Warfare 4, okay? Some people are probably going to say it is. Some people are going to joke around. They just like to hate this game, and that's one of the things. And they're going to say it before they even see the game. So I'm just saying it's a new sequel. I mean, it's a new series, which have always started pretty well, as you guys probably know. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, excuse me, I just said it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 is what I was trying to say, that's why I got confused, was awesome, and even Modern Warfare 2 was not too bad. Black Ops 1, some might argue they didn't like the playstyle of it. I personally did. I actually did like the, slower pace of it, and I thought it was a pretty good game. And obviously, it kind of went downhill from each next, like the next, series, like the next, like Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 went downhill, just like Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2 went downhill, in my opinion. But it's a new series, so I expect good stuff. And reason number 6, Call of Duty produces entertaining campaigns, which is very true. It's obviously not the best campaigns you're going to ever find in a video game, but in general, you should probably base the game off its campaigns as well, because that's half the game. And they always usually they try to get some movie directors, they try to make it very action-packed, they make it pretty fun, and they also hire a lot of good voice actors. If you've never looked on imdb.com, they have some pretty established actors and actresses used for voices in the game. It's pretty cool. I usually don't recognize the faces until I see it on IMDb, and I think it's awesome. Reason number 7, squads. There was a new trailer out, and squads is going to be a battle between teams, really. And it can be up to 1 versus 1, or it can be up to 6 versus 6. And when I say 1 versus 1, that's just user player. You will have 5 bots in your team against 1 user and 5 bots. And what makes it sound like, oh, that's not that fun. You can customize your computer AI bots and have a different strategy. Like, you might make one a run-and gun, you might make one a camper, and you're going to have different strategies to see what actually works and works with your playstyle. So I think that's something going to be awesome. It's going to take a lot more strategy than normally just run and gun in a reaction time. It's actually going to have some setup to do. And if you do like to play not with bots and you just want to do users, obviously 6 versus 6 squads. You're going to be able to make a squad which is going to be very similar to league play, which I thought was a ton of fun. I did like league play. It was just hard to keep a whole squad together, But regardless, I think with the AI it's going to be fun, and right now there's an advertisement going off on one of my tabs, and it just scared the crap out of me. Reason number 8, we're going to find out more about this in the future. It's a new game mode called Extinction, and right now it's just basically speculation at this point. People just saw some stuff on past gameplay and saw it's a game mode, and people think it's going to be being like a different version of zombies, but it's going to be against aliens. Obviously, at this point, we don't know, but do expect a trailer very soon. if it's not already out by the time you see this video, because it's going to be one of the highlights of this next game, especially if it is a zombies mode against aliens. Obviously, they are definitely going to show that off. For instance, Treyarch actually usually showed their zombie videos a week or two before the game was released, just to add the hypeness over the game. So Extinction is probably going to be released a trailer of it pretty soon. They're probably not going to give a whole lot of information away, but they'll give enough to pique your interest. Reason number 9, new game modes. There's going to be new game modes out, which are a ton of fun. Like they used to have, they had, what was it? Kill Confirmed was a new game mode in Warfare 3, and Hardpoint was another one in Black Ops 2. And I'm running out of time, but the other biggest part of it was dedicated servers is now going to be released on all platforms, and it's not going to completely fix lag, but it's definitely going to help. They're going to decide whether you have a better connection to a user server or a dedicated server, and they'll put you with that server. Regardless, it will definitely help with the connection, and let me know what the reasons you're going to buy or not buy Call of Duty in the comments below. Stay hairy, manginas.